not a pigeon. What is up, Flick fans? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking the brand new Tom Holland and Will Smith film, Spies in Disguise. This is most likely my last review in the calendar year of 2019. I need you in the comments down below. Are you looking forward to this film? Let's get into this Spies in Disguise. So when the world's best spy is turned into a pigeon, he must rely on his nerdy tech officer to save the world. It's a pretty stacked cast, man. Rachel Brosnahan, Ben Mendelsohn, Tom Holland, of course, Will Smith, Rashida Jones. A lot of people in this film. Blue Sky Studio is the studio behind this movie, which is underneath the Fox banner, which is now underneath the Disney banner. So this is technically a Disney film, and I know that because I was in the Disney store the other day and saw merchandise for Spies in Disguise, and I'm like, oh yeah, they have this studio now, which is crazy to think about. But I saw the concept, and I said, okay, it's according on who you get. Will Smith, Tom Holland, we love these two actors. Will Smith lately hasn't been in the best of movies, but we like him because he is a personality. Whether it's an actor or a YouTube personality, he has the stuff, right? Tom Holland, he's pretty much on top of the world in his age group right now. He is the blockbuster guy that I think everyone wants him to be, and he has two animated movies, Spies in Disguise, and then, of course, Onward, a Pixar film coming out later this year. And like I said, the premise is cute. And that's what Spies in Disguise is. I honestly anticipated this film to be not very good. And I know that's a bad mindset going in, but a movie like this really tends to normally fall flat if it does not execute, if it does not provide the laughs and the cool espionage feel that I think a film like this needs to capture for kids. Now, one issue I do have in this movie is there are certain elements, it's like they're really trying to push the target audience, which is children, in this part of the film, and then 5 minutes later, you'll show, I don't know, somebody's pants falling off, or you'll tell a joke and you're bleeping out a curse word. I'm just like, is this for kids? I don't know if it knew exactly who its audience was supposed to be, but because of that, even if I think it failed in that department, it did appeal slightly more to me because those things that I don't think kids were laughing at made me laugh, right? And because of that, I did find some enjoyment in this film. Not just because of that, but I do think the voice performances were really, really good. They suited their characters. Will Smith captures the cool mentality. Tom Holland, he has the nerdy personality. Playing Spider-Man, should be used to playing that with Peter Parker. But you really believe this guy. You understand that he just wants to make the world a better place. He wants to use his intellect for that. Now, does this film flesh out all of the questions that we have? It's like there is a backstory to Holland's character. It's an emotional backstory, and they drop, I was going to say subtle hints, but not very subtle hints as to what his backstory is at the beginning of the film. They forget about it. They come back to it later on. I can nitpick this script heavily, actually, and it would have been more offensive to me if there would not have been the fun element that was present throughout the entire movie. This film has an energy to it that I don't think a lot of animated movies have captured this year. We've had movies like Ugly Dolls and Wonder Park and Playmobil, which I just talked about in my worst movies of 2019 video. Those films have attempted to capture some sort of magic, but for the most part failed. Spies in Disguise actually captures something. I don't know if it's everything that the adult audience is going to want walking in and walking out, but I do think the kids who this film is intended for, see, that's my thing about a movie like this. If it works for that audience, then I say that's a movie that does its job, and Spies in Disguise does its job. And then, of course, the fact that he's turned into a pigeon. And speaking of unsubtle things, at the beginning of the movie and all throughout before it happens, they drop these, oh, there's a pigeon, there's a pigeon. We know what's going to happen. A lot of unsubtle and really expositional things about this plot. And not that you have to believe the physics of everything and how characters are doing things that just don't make sense in real life, because that's the beauty of a cartoon. You can exaggerate reality in such a way that's really unbelievable, but there were a few too many completely unbelievable things about this movie. And I know they're trying to play it to where certain characters can really do anything because that's how they're built, but it got to a point to where it almost became distracting how unrealistic certain things were resolved and really set up in the beginning of the film. Am I looking too much into Spies in Disguise? Probably, but the reason why I'm nitpicking something like that is because there is enjoyment to be had in this movie. I had a good time with the characters. There's a very emotional moment towards the end that worked well for me, and it was just fun. And the big thing about a movie like this, I was looking around to see if the kids in the theater were enjoying it. There were some tears being shed in the audience. When it was supposed to call for laughter, the kids were laughing. That's exactly what we want in a movie like Spies in Disguise. Overall, I had a pretty good time with it. Definite things to nitpick for sure, but Spies in Disguise was a nice surprise. Yes. Nailed it. If you guys enjoyed this review, if you like what we're doing on this channel, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It helps out this video. Okay, I'm going 62% for Spies in Disguise. A nice movie, one that I think a lot of people will get some enjoyment out of. Thank you for watching this video. I need your comments down below letting me know, is this one that maybe people are overlooking for a nice animated experience this year? If you guys would like to see where Spies in Disguise ranks on the year for me, go check out my Letterboxd page. My full 2019 list is on there. I have seen 231 movies at this point. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back very soon with another countdown. We're talking best Netflix series of the year. All right, that's it.